Show, a place where friends geek out over the nerdy things we love, sometimes with cats.
We got a couple today.
Bailey's here. Mr. Kitty's here.
Bring it, bro.
Duke is just off screen with Rambo. There's a couple more kitties about.
Is it because we have too many cats?
Yes.
Ah,
Host Stephanie Katz with us tonight. Zach.
I'm Zach.
That's it. It's just us.
We apologize for anything that may or may not happen tonight.
So, we've been watching Loki.
That's correct.
What are your thoughts so far?
Uh, I have loved the really getting into the nitty gritty of the time travel aspect.
Yeah.
First season was fun because they went to apocalypses and there's timelines and stuff like that. But this one, like he's slipping in time in a place that doesn't have any time. But I really like the fact that his name I can't remember the actor's name. That's why I pulled it up.
Tom Hiddleston?
No, not Tom Hiddleston. The guy who plays Obi.
Short Round.
That's not really his name.
That's what I know him as.
Quant. Yeah, I love that his name is Ouroboros, and then he wrote a book that is he only was able to write because he already had the book. And like the time, I love timeline stuff like that. It's so stupid, but
So Doctor
his
Who.
name is literally it's the symbol. It's a snake eating its own tail, and they even say that stupid line in there. They go, "Oh, it's like a snake eating its own tail." I'm like, yeah, that's what Ouroboros means.
I didn't know that.
That's his name. It's Ouroboros, which is the
Interesting.
name of the snake eating its own tail.
But for real, it's some Doctor Who shit.
Yeah, some wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff.
For real, for real. A
So,
place that doesn't even have time, which is why it's also fun.
well, I don't know. It's kind of. I wish Jonathan Majors wasn't a terrible human being because he's a pretty damn good actor. Um, but luckily, I guess
The cap is dead to
I
me.
saw that. Luckily, that's why you don't drink on a podcast.
But then my throat will get parched.
Well, too bad. Uh,
Rude.
but yeah, at least he's playing Kang the Conqueror, which is probably one of the most easily recast roles in comic books.
Right. I mean, I guess.
Well, because none of them necessarily has to look like anybody else.
Except they already introduced all the Kangs in Quantumania, and they all look the same.
Well, they can introduce all new Kangs. That's easy. There's infinite ones. They're infinite. They could easily have one guy that doesn't look like Jonathan Majors come in and apparently bomb that entire meeting of Kangs and he goes, "Yep, all right, that's half them down."
You know how they'll probably explain it away
What do you think?
when he walked in, was gonna go put that thingy out there, and he walked in the radiation and went.
And he got spaghettified.
Yeah.
Spaghettification. Generally has to do with black holes.
I would like to know what happened to the actress playing Sylvie, because she sure does look 10 years older this season.
Well, it seems really rude. She was also pregnant while she was filming the other one, so she probably looked much different than herself.
Was she really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or she was at least finishing up being pregnant, and I know she was breastfeeding during production on the first season because they made special flaps in her giant cat suit that it was hard to get out of in order to be able to feed her baby or pump at least.
Interesting.
Yeah. Costuming department did her a solid as a mom. But I told you that one before. No. Well, what are you gonna do? But now I will say I keep looking at her. I'm like, I've even looked it up on the IMDb. I'm like, did they recast her? Is that a different actress playing Sylvie? And it's not.
Maybe she's just sleep deprived
I don't
because
know.
baby.
I don't know.
That would make sense.
She definitely looked different. It was really weird. It was weird because I'm like, and not like bad or anything like that. She just looked different.
Yeah, she looked like 10 years older.
So I mean, it was only like 2 years ago. It feels like you're being mean. I don't know.
I'm not saying she looks like she's ancient.
Maybe they tried to age. Maybe they got makeup on her and they're trying to make her look older. I don't know. maybe she's accidentally a future version of things, and he screwed up. I don't know. I'm glad that we are getting back to a more Loki centric focus in the show, though. Kind of bounced around a little bit. And now I'm glad it's the episode we just finished on that. Yeah, it's definitely back to the Loki. It is Loki now. He's gonna have to fix everything and probably die countless times trying to.
But his character's developed so much, and it makes me so happy.
Yeah, I have a I think I read an interview, and I don't know how accurate it is. I don't remember who the interview was with, but it was somebody who is working on the Loki show. I think it was either the director or the producer. I can't remember who it was though. Now I need to look it up. But apparently, the whole thing that they're building to in the show is Loki is going to end up meeting back up with Thor at some point.
Thor 5?
Well, I don't know, or he's going to show up as like at least a cameo in the episode or something. Like, but yeah, the whole thing is like, what happens? What does Loki need to do to become the right guy? Because this Loki is even, I think, a better guy than the guy that died by Thanos' hand.
Yeah.
At least that guy was still kind of a conniving asshole. I think this guy would actually do it. So it would be really nice to see him actually get some emotional catharsis with his brother Thor. Maybe actually like each other for a second. I think they've always loved each other, even liked each other,
Yeah.
but they are all assholes to each other.
What are you gonna do?
They turned into a snake. He bit me.
Uh, I was gonna say something and I forgot what it was.
I can't really help you because you didn't say it, so I don't know what it was. Let me see if I can find that interview
It's okay. The thought is gone now.
completely.
Oh, I remembered. Um, so obviously this is kind of building up to uh the whole Kang thing.
Mhm.
Um, so I'm just kind of wondering how this is gonna end up all like working in because the Marvels is about to come out, but that doesn't have any Kang in it,
Um,
as far as I know,
no,
right?
I don't think it has any of that, but it does definitely has some.
Because I think that that might be because Secret Wars has to do with the Secret Invasion thing, right? Or no?
Yeah, the show Secret War has to do with Secret Invasion and stuff with the.
No, the movie Secret Wars that's going to be coming out,
Yeah, oh
right?
yeah, that has to do with the Secret Invasion stuff. Yes,
Okay, so
it's the
there's
next part basically.
apparently Hugh Jackman and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man are going to be in it.
In what?
Secret Wars.
That seems.
That's a rumor that I saw flying around the interwebs, which I'd be down
That
for.
seems in.
See, but I feel like we have to finish watching Secret Invasion.
They're really gonna make me watch that show? I really just did not like it.
Yeah, I think they're gonna make you watch it. I mean, I can watch it for us and then update you.
I mean, that I really, I mean, I guess I should give it a shake, but with my limited amount of time to consume media, it's not the one I want to watch.
Yeah.
It's really,
Well, the
I don't,
Marvels is about to come out,
that
and I want to see all the flirkins.
I'm pleasantly or I'm cautiously optimistic for that movie.
Yeah.
They're Kamala Khan, and I know she's not exactly the same as she is in the comics, and there's some weird stuff, but though they
Well, I mean, I
also
liked,
retcon the comics now to
I
be like
liked
she is in the
Miss,
show.
I liked Miss Marvel.
But the Miss Marvel show was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it, honestly. I've liked what Monica Rambeau and what she did in
WandaVision.
WandaVision, and I'm definitely not as angry about
Brie
Captain
Larson.
Marvel and Larson as there are apparently a lot of people in the world that are very angry about her. I think if Peter was on here, he'd probably be in that crowd.
Or he
Um,
could at least explain.
well, no, they just think she's a terrible actress who's never done anything, and they think that the character that they way they wrote Captain Marvel is bad. But I mean, it does seem like she's gonna actually be.
Baby
That's
flirkins.
all you really care about, is it?
Yes.
You would watch you'll pay to watch that entire movie just for that scene.
Yes.
Seems unnecessary.
That I like to
It's
do.
gonna be on YouTube the next day. I hope we just get to see them actually go to town and murder some people.
Flurkins don't murder, they devour.
That's definitely killing those people. Well, I guess it's not necessarily. Flurkins are weird. They have very strange internal body chemistry and dynamics.
Hmm. I want to know where all the babies came from too.
Well, when one mommy Flurkin and one daddy Flurkin love each other very much.
Right, but Goose didn't never have no people.
Well, she's been flying around in space for a while now.
Yeah, I
You know,
guess.
they easily found another Flurkin for him to bump tentacles with.
Flurkin.
I have a feeling that they do weird things with their face tentacles. I don't know why. I'm thinking some Avatar stuff where like the intertwine stuff. I don't know.
Gross.
I didn't say it was a pretty picture. I just said that's all I could picture.
What else have we been watching?
Oh, I thought she had stuff on the computer, folks.
Nope.
I thought I thought we had a plan here.
No, no plan. Only chaos.
Well, you know what? You know something we did watch that I will recommend to everyone. Skip it if you were thinking about watching it again. Halloween Town does not hold up.
Oh yeah, we did watch that for Halloween.
I guess we've watched Hocus Pocus how many times?
All of them.
Yeah, so many times. So we kind of decided to do something. We're like, oh, let's see what other Halloween stuff we could watch. And
We landed on Halloween Town.
I didn't think she was gonna pick it, but I'm like, oh, I hadn't seen that in a while. And she goes, oh, she just immediately starts it. I'm like, okay, well, I guess we're watching this. Let's see what happens with this now. We should have watched Hocus Pocus. It holds up way better.
Yeah.
I
And
know.
then apparently they made like three more.
I knew there was another one, and I had I had assumed there was a third. The fact that there's a fourth messes me up. Second one I know, actually, Calabar's Revenge, I think is actually better than the first. I always
Mm.
enjoyed it more. But again, that's coming from rose-colored glasses of nostalgia now, because apparently I didn't remember the first one really either. I thought it was a little bit more high stakes than they had
It
done
was,
it there.
I'm pretty sure it was a Disney Channel
Oh, it
original
was.
movie.
I think the second one because the first one went well. I think the second one they threw a little bit more budget at it, and that might have been why.
We should
I
have
know
watched the second one.
I know the special effects are definitely better if I remember. They're still terrible because they're early 2000s special effects, but they're better than what we had going on in Halloween Town. So yeah,
Mm.
maybe it's mostly because I'm not a child anymore, so it doesn't bring the magic the same way. But yeah, it was rough to get through, guys. I'm gonna say it's pretty rough.
It was. It's okay. Yeah, and then yeah, because Ahsoka's over. We finished Ahsoka.
Did we talk about it? Because we haven't really talked about it on this
We
because
talked about it a little bit
we have
last
been
time.
trying to be good, but now that the writers portion of the strike is over, SAG after is still out there, of course. But
I don't think it's over. I think they're just talking.
well, they have had a tentative back to work agreement. Things
Right.
aren't. I think what the writers things are actually official now. They've reached an agreement. They had a tentative agreement. Now I believe the final. They had to vote on it. I believe the final agreement has been passed and approved by the union.
Well, that's good. Yay.
But so now we can talk about stuff again. Ahsoka was great, and everyone should watch Ahsoka. I want to talk about that with somebody. I don't know. I guess though Peter didn't even watch it. He's a
Yeah,
loser and
Peter
he needs to watch it.
refuses.
He's a loser and he needs to watch it. I think it was
He
really good.
doesn't want to watch it.
I always ask him. He liked Rebels. This is just live action Rebels, except for no Zeb, and that makes me a little sad.
Well, that's because he was in
Yeah,
Mandalorian.
but barely. I want more Zeb. Damn it.
Well, he showed up.
I want more Zeb.
No, you get nothing.
Yeah, I guess they kind of have to do Ahsoka season 2 now, though, or a different story that at least continues that one because that one cut off right. A lot of questions. Not a lot of
Well, I
answers.
mean, the one dude did kind of die in real life, so that kind of.
Oh yeah, like I said, there's a lot of questions and a lot of answers. I mean, it's still really good actually, and I really enjoyed it. They could actually end it there, and you'd be like, Well, they obviously had some adventures on their own. They could at least they could end Ahsoka's story and never talk about her again. It'd probably be would technically be okay. It's like, oh yeah, she's just stuck on another planet somewhere, doing what she can do forever till she dies. She is getting old too. She's like 60 in the Ahsoka series.
Yeah.
No, that can't be right. That's not quite right. Because she was like 18, then 16 time 16 to 8 between 16 and 18 at the time of Revenge of the Sith, Order 66.
Uh-huh.
It's 18 years to the time of episode 1, or not episode 1, sorry, episode 4, New Hope. It's 18 years. Luke Skywalker's born and he lives to be 18 and he goes on his hero's journey.
Okay.
So that makes her 34 to 36 right there.
Right.
And the Mandalorian universe stuff, all that section is all set about, I think it's 20 years after, it's 15 to 20 years after the second Death Star is destroyed.
No.
It's at least 10. So she's in her 40s.
Maybe 10.
She's in her
Because
40s to
I
50.
know I know like he wasn't super old, but I mean they de-aged Luke to look like pretty young.
How old is Ahsoka in the Ahsoka show? Um, the Ahsoka takes place roughly 11 ABY, would make her 47.
There you
So she's almost 50.
go.
Old as
Not
shit.
60.
Well, she's old as shit.
That's why are you so rude?
Okatan's like 60.
No.
Yeah, she's older than Ahsoka.
No.
Am I gonna have to look this one up for you too, just to prove it to
This is
you?
all silly.
This is how timelines work.
Well, Star Wars doesn't make sense. Time.
Yeah, well, how does Ewan McGregor go from looking like Ewan McGregor to looking like Alec Guinness and be like 70 years older?
Because he went and spent time out in the desert, and that ages you.
Well, that is true. Sitting in front of sitting under two suns at the same time. Yeah, Bo was about 67 years old by the time of Mandalorian season 2. Bitch is damn near 70. She's collecting social security checks. That's what I'm saying.
Weird.
Yeah, timelines are weird. Chewbacca's 200, so what are you going to do?
Well, he's a Wookiee.
Yeah,
The Mandalorians like age different?
I don't know. I'm just saying she's like 70.
Obviously, whatever the fuck Ahsoka is,
She's
they
in,
does.
she's in pretty good shape, it seems like.
What is her species?
I believe she's a Togruta.
Cool.
Isn't she like one of your favorite characters? Shouldn't you know what kind of species she is?
No.
No?
What species is Yoda? Nobody knows.
That's
Frog people.
yeah, but that's specifically a plot point in the whole thing is that it's not named. She is called a Togruta. Togruta. They saved that whole freaking planet of Togrutas from the slavers in the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, where that
They put,
awkward cat slave lady wants to
yeah, Bone
keep
Anakin.
Anakin as a pet. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah,
You know what happens? It
Togrutas.
happens. Sure.
Hey, what's Hera? Do you know what Hera is?
Twi'lek.
Hey, we like it, but
Twi'lek.
yeah, close enough. We like Twilight. It's all basically the same.
Yeah.
What species
I don't know.
is Admiral Akbar?
I don't know.
You know that one.
He's a squid.
No, he's actually not a squid. Those are the Quarren. He's the octopus looking
Bitch,
one.
I don't know.
Oh, he's a Mon Calamari.
Sure.
That is squid, I guess.
He's
Italian for squid. French for squid. I don't know. French for squid. Italian. I don't know. He's fried squid.
uh
Oh
sure.
yeah.
I guess.
What else you got? You got
That's
anything for him?
We got some community that we didn't address last time, so we can address this time.
We didn't address last time. All right,
Yeah,
what are we going to
because
address?
we went on for 2 hours about other
We
thingies.
did kind of. Went for a while.
Yeah,
Should have turned that into 2 episodes apparently. Then we wouldn't have to pad this day like this. I apologize again.
whatever. Jay Gilmore says, "Hey guys, I read the writer's strike is over. Now it's the actors' turn to get a better deal, which they should. My questions for you is how many seasons should a hit series be allowed before ending, and should movie sequels continue to go past three?" I think it depends on the series, and because I mean, if the writing is still good and everybody on board still wants to do it, then I think they should continue. But I mean, if it's a bad show, it's a bad show.
I mean, I think where that's coming from is mostly from like where Netflix just like gives their hit shows. Oh, you get 2 seasons. Some of them get 3, but most of them are like, oh, 2 seasons. We're just cutting you off, and we don't care if anybody. We don't care that it was the most watched show on here. We're not producing anymore, which has been a very strange choice by them, especially Netflix. But a
Like
lot of them are doing
what?
that too. Well, there was like that Sense8 show. There's a bunch of them that they're just like that were really popular that a lot of people watched, and they still cut them off after 1 or 2 seasons, even though the demand was there and the actors still wanted to keep doing it. That kind of stuff like that. It's crazy.
It's like Witcher's about to go on 4 seasons. Stranger Things
Yeah,
has six.
and like I said, and they finally started doing this a little bit, because there was so much backlash of them canceling shows so quickly. But I agree with you. Most shows, nobody ever really finds the sweet spot. Most shows either don't get to go long enough or go way too fucking long.
I don't know. I think Supernatural had a
And
sweet
it went
spot.
way too long.
Mm,
It should have probably just ended at season 5,
mm.
where it was originally planned to be ended.
Agree to disagree.
It was pretty good up. Well, 6 and 7 were terrible.
They had good parts.
They were
Just
terrible.
overall,
They were
there was
bad. They were
the
real
plot
bad over.
was
They
not
were real
great.
bad over.
But there's some great
8, 9, and
episodes
10 are
in
pretty
there.
solid as seasons, and they probably could have ended it after 10. After I'm trying to think of they just had to keep escalating so much that it didn't work. I mean, I think they ended up killing God twice.
Only once. They killed Death
Okay, yeah,
twice.
they really should have ended it after they killed Death. That the first time. If you have to kill him again, I don't know. It's just again, there's sometimes too much. Like Buffy went too long. Uh, Pretty much every animated show on television right now has gone too long. Though I am, I guess, Simpsons has actually
Buffy,
made a turnaround a little bit.
the problem with Buffy is that Joss Whedon wasn't going to end it at 5. But because UPN was dropping him, and at the time he didn't have another network to go to, he tried to tie it off with a pretty little bow. But then when the WB picked it up, that's why it got revived into 6 and 7, which I agree were awful, and he should have just let it die.
Yeah, should have been done.
Angel was the fifth season was not great, but I think that's just because Buffy had ended on season 4, and then Angel like had its finale season. But the way they ended Angel was just awful.
Uh,
He did that show dirty.
Once a show's gone long enough that they do their musical episode, which is a thing, it always happens. The show should already be done. You've jumped the shark. Get over it. You're done.
The Supernatural musical episode wasn't even that bad.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's when you started running out of ideas. When the writers throw in the musical
You
episode
the only reason the only reason that they did a musical episode in Supernatural
was to make fun of all the tropes of all the times they've
is
done it in
because
all the
all
other
the
shows.
fans kept asking them when they would do one.
Yeah,
But
because
but they didn't need, but what I'm saying is the way they did it actually like made sense.
no.
Like they didn't just
Oh, and I will say every show that's ever done a musical episode, I have enjoyed. But generally, that's the point in time where the writers are kind of like, ah, fuck it. Musical episode, guys, we're gonna finally do it. All right, we're doing it. And that's generally where you can start seeing the real decline in the quality of it. Generally, happened with Scrubs. Happened with actually Psych had a big lull after their musical episode, and then came back pretty good, but had a real lull after their musical episode. The musical episode again was fantastic, but after that you could see the real decline in
Santa
quality.
Barbara Skies gets stuck in my head a lot.
It's a good song.
Yeah, I downloaded
So
the
did you really?
soundtrack.
Of course you did. I've heard it both ways. It's my favorite one personally, but
I,
I'm gonna say it. Yeah, I've heard it both ways. It's my favorite one personally, but I'm just a Timothy Ottenson fan. But as far as movies go, TV shows is a little harder because it's day to day. It's you get a lot more options to do it. You can change things. You can keep things fresh. Movies, I am sick and tired. I hope I'm on the same page here. Because I am sick and tired of the movies going for so long.
but I think it also depends too. Like Dune, I think needed to be.
Well, no, that's because they're already. Well, again, that has other issues because they're just. I mean, it's a story I want to hear, but they're just retelling other stories again. When I'm talking about stuff like, even though I like the movies, like John Wick, does he really need a fourth one? No. Do they need a prequel show? No, but they know that they're going to make money on it because they can do it. And like, especially like when you're getting on Fast and Furious 11, 13,
They're on
15 now.
10.
Oh, is it 10? Whatever.
It's the final one, but it's gonna be 3 parts.
Is that a
Dead
real
serious.
thing?
It's a real thing. I swear to God.
All of that makes me sad inside. Every single word in that sentence makes me sad inside.
You can Google
I
it.
believe you. No, I trust you. I saw that. I saw the light leave your eyes when you said that out loud. No, but and again, those aren't even necessarily bad movies, but they're not the Fast and the Furious anymore. They have just
Yeah.
they've just made their own new superhero franchise and are
Like
doing that.
the second one was pretty good, but after that,
Even the third one was
probably
still pretty grounded.
not.
Like Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. I think, and then it's the Fast and Furious, which is where it really probably should have ended originally. And I'll give it that one because Tokyo Drift was a prequel. But like about four was, I think four. That's the right answer. How far should movies go? Four. After that,
Well, I mean, not even.
after that, four should be the max. I'm not saying they all have to go to four. I'm just
Mm,
saying four should be the max.
yeah. Okay.
Really.
Yeah.
Or start and tell a new story.
Because if it has to go longer than that, then you should have just broke it up and made it a TV series.
There's that too. But I will say, yeah,
Well,
like
what about something like Harry Potter?
again, that's telling an established story that's already that they're then just trying to translate. So again, which has its own issues, but you have a set story. Yeah, you can't do 7 books that most of which are over 500 pages long in 3 movies. Each one gets its own. And I've still always thought that most of those book series they split them up in the wrong order. They're like, oh, we'll just get the last one 2 movies so we can double dip, right? Most of the time, that's how they do it. When really, it's not always the last movie that needs two. It's not always the last book that needs 2 movies. That's why I love what they're doing with Dune. They're giving the first book 2 movies, which it should probably have. And I think that's probably why they're actually finally translating that story better than they have, at least in the past.
So you didn't like Sting and Metallic Underwear?
Oh, I love that movie. It's one of my favorite guilty pleasure movies of all time. It's it's one of those it's so bad it's good, but it is so bad.
I barely
So bad.
remember
Well, you remember the most important part,
it.
or at least the most
Didn't that one start with the part where he goes to put his hand in that box thing?
it's the trial that comes you Paul.
Yeah, that's that one, right?
Yeah, most of them start that way because that's how the book starts.
Oh,
It's a very important part of the beginning of the book.
oh.
It's literally how it cold opens into that.
But the movie didn't start that way.
No,
The new movie.
the newest one, no. Timothy Chalamet one did not start with that scene, but that is pretty much the first scene in the book if you read it. That's the first chapter.
Right.
And then it does a flashback to talking about it, and that's basically what they just did in the new movie was they did the second half of the first chapter first, and then did the first half of the second chapter or the first half of the first chapter.
Hmm.
Though I think it translated better to it. thing because a lot of that movie is hard because it's all it's all internal monologue. Most of it is thinking through things.
Yeah. I mean, they did a really good job.
And like I said, I think they've translated the best this that's ever been done, yet at least. But I think for your standard schlock, your standard movie fare, about four is about right. You don't need any more. We don't need any more Rockies. Though actually, I like what they did with the Rockies.
But they did
They
it.
did four Rockies, but they started over. They're telling the Apollo, or they're telling the Creed story now, not the Apollo story, but they're telling the Creed story now. And they did transition, and yeah, it's the same universe. There are some of the same characters, some of that stuff like that. So they don't have to build as much. So yeah, I know they're taking shortcuts, but I don't really have a problem with it. But they at least pivoted, and they're telling a new story. Fast and the Furious is telling new stories with basically what should be completely different characters, and they've shuffled up. Half of them die, and then shuffle in new ones and do stuff like that. But they're basically making a comic book that is now a movie. They're doing it the way that it's a soap opera that they've turned into a action movie with too many egos on set too. But that's neither here nor there. But it's just they're banking on the fact that they know it's Fast and Furious, so people will come and see it. When they could just tell that story and probably start a new movie and just make a good movie.
Mhm, mhm.
And I probably would actually go out and watch that one. Unlike a lot of people, but a lot of people will go out because it is the new Fast and the Furious. But a lot of people will go out. Ugh, it's the eighth one of those. I'm definitely not seeing that one because it's the eighth one of those. This is crap. If they had said, "Oh, it's this movie now," and they're like, and the characters are really similar because all characters are really similar. They all follow basic tropes and everything like that. But you could still have Dom Toretto. This is Mark Geppetto.
You know they did that. They
Yeah,
did a spin-off with Hobbs and Shaw.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
aware. Yes, which was also not great. Even though I love the Jason Statham and The Rock, I love both those guys. The show the Hobbs and Shaw was bad because it took all the most schlocky parts of what they've done with Fast and the Furious and shoved it all into one movie.
Yeah.
It was, and until they went to space in the Fast and Furious, then they took it back. They decided to go even more over the top. Yeah, four, 3 to 4, four max, and then start a new story. Tell
True.
something different. Or hey, or like you said, turn it into a TV series. I'll watch it for 15 seasons. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, 'cause you got a lot of material to work with. Really
You
dive
got that
in.
much, yeah.
Just don't Games of Thrones the shit.
Oh, yeah. What are you gonna do?
Not watch it.
Yeah, yeah, why not?
I only wanted to watch House of the Dragon because I want to watch Matt Smith.
Yeah, but then you saw his butt in The Crown, so you were good.
That's true. Also, him and David Tennant are rumored to be having a comeback one-off special movie come out this spring for Doctor Who.
Okay, you shared that with me, and I still don't know if that's real or not, and whether I should get excited or not.
I'm here for it.
Oh, I'm here for it. I'm just saying, do I need to temper my expectations because it's not real? It looked pretty real, honestly. Whatever the
I
announcement you
mean, I
sent me
guess we'll have
looked
to see
real.
what happens with the 60th.
Oh, speaking of Doctor Who, fun fact I saw the other day. The young lady that played young Amy Pond, Caitlin Blackwood is the actress's name, played young Karen Gillian. She is now the same age as Karen Gillian was when she first appeared on Doctor Who, and they look like they did a great job casting. Apparently, they're actually like cousins, but they had never met before they started filming.
Interesting.
But she looks just like Karen Gillian. It's honestly a little bit freaky.
That's fun.
I'll try to find you the picture and you can put it in the show notes because it's a little freaky how much she looks like Amy Pond when Amy Pond first showed up as an adult in her.
Oh, you mean? Ooh, sorry. Wait, do you mean when she showed up as Amy Pond, or do you mean when she showed up in the David Tennant season as the girl in the.
No,
Oh.
no, when she first showed up as Amy Pond. She, the,
Well, that's not what you said the first time.
you're
You
right. You're
said
right. I did. I missed. I misspoke because everybody always forgets that Karen Gillian was actually in the same episode that Peter Capaldi was in. Yes, they were both in that in the show before it. She was in the background. She had one line.
Christmas specials coming back this year, and that will be uh Shruti Gutwa's first episode.
Because they're doing the Thanksgiving three-parter basically,
Yeah.
and then they're doing a Christmas special as well. Are they doing it on Christmas or the day after? Are they doing it on Boxing Day or are they doing it on New Year's Eve or New Year's because they had moved it to New Year's for a little bit.
No, it's
It's
Christmas
Christmas.
special,
Well,
so
then
I would
yes,
imagine that it'll be.
it'll be normally Christmas Day. I think actually, I think it actually comes out on
I
it's
don't.
aired on
I
Christmas Day.
don't know when it'll be on Disney Plus. I just know that it'll be.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was aired on Boxing Day in Britain or on the BBC or if it was actually aired on Christmas Day. But I think it's actually Christmas Day generally, or it used to be. Even if you don't watch Doctor Who, you watch it on Christmas.
Oh,
It's tradition.
oh.
Like standing in line.
Extra bit.
That was kind of
Oh, well, that's fine. I have.
that was early. I was just anticipating you.
Ugh,
What are you doing? You don't even know what's in this.
I know. It's my bit. Excuse me.
This is your bit.
Excuse me.
You're gonna do an unboxing for all of us, apparently.
I'm gonna do unboxing. So this is my Miss to Mrs. box.
I hope there's like a
So
bunch of dildos in here or something. It'd be
what's wrong with
hilarious.
you?
I don't know. It'd just be hilarious if that was accidentally what was in there.
It's not even funny.
It's a little funny.
So like I was saying, subscribe to this box when we got engaged. And I get one every 3 or so months. And so this one just came today, so we're gonna find out what's in it together.
She has no idea what's in it. Surprise. What are you doing?
Sorry.
Why are you pushing this poor
Sorry.
fluffy shirt?
I'm sorry.
No, she shoved you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Shoved you and you fell down. She's the worst. She's gonna have to let you sit in that box after this.
Okay. So the little front thing says, "It's official. Congratulations, you're about to begin your journey into married life. Items in this box were designed to help carry the excitement of your wedding day into your life as a newlywed." They didn't they didn't plan my boxes very well. They're a little off, but that's fine. This looks like some cool stuff. Let's see what we got.
I think this was supposed to be. I think they have the date of your wedding wrong because I think this was you're supposed to get like the
No,
day of your wedding.
well, so
You'd originally
I
signed up. Yeah.
updated, yeah, so I signed up and I didn't and I originally had this as May because we weren't sure. But then when we made our date, I pushed it back and then they were like, "Oh, do you want us to like kind of push your boxes out?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And so I actually got the honeymoon box like 3 months ago and I thought that was going to be the last box. But surprise.
I think this is supposed to be the one that like comes in the day before your wedding.
Okay. So we got this fancy planning guide.
Guy.
Gives you different tips for things. So this just says if you love our box, you can love our store. They still have like lots of cute stuff you can go uh buy. Let's see. I've got how to relax after the big day. So this is like a couple things that you can do to like relax. Date night ideas to keep the magic alive.
You
Tip
already need those the first day after you get married.
tips. Well, it's like
I'm messing.
tips and tricks for your wedding album.
Wedding albums.
Keepsake items other than an album.
Is our album gonna be made by our photographer?
I don't know. You did the thing. That was your job.
That's why you're supposed to be in charge of stuff.
Don't forget too, and then it's like stuff that you should remember to do, like leave vendor payments, leave reviews, wedding gift returns.
Don't be returning gifts. It's so rude.
Miss to Mrs. Tip. Find time to create an amazing bucket list with your new spouse.
Bucket list.
Sure.
Should I make a bucket list?
Balance your life. So it's like a wheel that you can balance out different parts of stuff, I guess. Advice for keeping a marriage strong over the years. Learn your partner's love. Some of this I feel like you should already know. Learn your partner's love language.
Yeah, before you get married, honestly.
making your house into a home. Well, uh,
We did our best.
embrace coupledom.
Coupled them.
Wedding anniversary gifts by year.
Oh, is that the list? Let me see it. One is paper.
The theme of the gifts to give every year for your big
Like I
anniversary. So
said, I
what is
know.
that? So what is
One,
that?
well, first anniversary is paper anniversary.
What does that mean?
You're supposed to give a gift themed in paper because it's supposed to be that you're the reason it originally started out as paper is because you've only been married for a year and you're probably trying to get your life to fucking together.
Huh?
So you're not supposed to spend a lot of money on your first anniversary gift. So they made it a joke that you're like, oh yeah, it's supposed to be paper because like yeah, you're supposed to like make a card or you do something fun with paper and stuff like that, and that's the one.
Huh?
10 is
Oh, skipping ahead.
no, no,
Okay.
five. Well, it doesn't. They don't. I'm assuming those are big ones. Do they, or what do they have? Do they have one, two? What do they have? One, five,
Uh,
10?
they go 1 to 30, and then they hit it every 5 years.
1 to 30? There's one for every year to 30?
Uh huh.
Okay, all I know is the first one's paper. 25 silver. I got that one. I know that one.
You said 20.
25 is silver.
Okay.
I believe 50 is gold.
Uh huh.
I don't know any. I didn't realize there were 10. I think is like supposed to be. It's not diamond. It's some precious gem. I can't remember what it is. What is 10?
I I think for funsies, I'm gonna save this, and when we get all the guys back on, y'all can guess.
No, that's
Hey, it'll be fun.
I
No,
would guess. I assume these are going to be extremely. The first one's paper. They're going to be arbitrary as fuck. There's no way to guess this.
what do you mean?
There's no way to guess this.
Guess number two. Guess the second anniversary.
Second anniversary, plastic.
No,
It's the paper or plastic anniversary.
no. You had the first right.
I
First is
again,
paper.
I know that one. I didn't know there was a special one for number two.
Cotton.
That's dumb.
Number three.
Number three, okay, okay. Number one's paper. Number two is cotton. Number three, silk.
No,
Nah. Rayon,
no,
nylon.
no. I mean,
No,
it's I guess it's still in the textile category.
wool.
No,
Ooh, cashmere. Uh,
leather.
leather. Ah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Four.
Cashmere.
No, not textile.
No, see, completely arbitrary. It makes no sense. Copper,
Fruit and flowers.
fruit and flowers. Really?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Yeah, you're getting a fruit bouquet for a fruit, one of those edible arrangements for our third anniversary. So you went one, two, three, five.
Four was fruit and flowers.
What was three then?
Paper, cotton, leather, fruit and flowers. Now we're on five.
Five has got to be a real one. Silk.
No,
See, no one's ever gonna guess these.
wood.
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 Oh, I'll give you. That's sorry. That's terrible. That's a bad joke.
Six.
Actually, that's nice. I do like a nice wood product. Ooh, stone.
No,
I was thinking like you would just get like a statue thingy or something like that, or like a sundial. Rock, granite, marble,
Mm, part of this is in the mineral category, I guess.
salt,
Oh,
salt and
maybe
pepper.
this isn't a candy and iron.
Candy and
And
iron.
and iron.
It doesn't have candy, I think, than iron. You can't eat iron.
Seven.
Arbitrary. Steel. Is it steel?
It is not steel.
Copper. Brass.
Go back
Is
one.
it copper?
Copper and
Copper and?
copper and
Okay.
you said it earlier, like for a different
Copper and cashmere.
copper and wool.
Wool.
I swear.
Wool. You get a fucking sweater.
Eight.
Uh, brass,
It does start with a B.
bronze.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Bronze and something. I'm assuming. So
No,
it's
just bronze.
just bronze.
Just bronze.
What was that one? That was nine.
Eight.
It was eight.
Now we're on 9.
Eight is bronze.
Yes.
Eight's third place, I guess. I don't know. Stainless steel.
No.
I think. Oh, I thought you were supposed to buy appliances for the 9th anniversary.
No, it's pottery.
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 Harry Pottery.
10.
10 is some sort of gemstone. No?
Tin and aluminum.
10 is 10. That makes sense. 10 is 10.
Rambo likes that one.
10 is 10. So I'll get you the industrial size, like from Sam's Club pack of aluminum foil. Nice
11.
guy. Bow ties.
No.
It's just guessing.
You did say this like earlier.
I've said a lot of things now.
Steel.
Is it now steel? God damn it. I almost said it too.
12. You said this one earlier too.
Guitars.
No.
Cashmere.
No.
What is cashmere on there? I hope cashmere's on this list. Ooh, silk. Is it silk now?
It is silk and
Silk and brass.
linen.
Linen and linen.
Silk and linen.
Silk and linen.
13.
Get some silk sheets. I think that's what we do for that anniversary. That sounds like a good one. Fancy one.
Lucky number 13.
Black cats only.
No.
Ladders.
No.
Broken mirrors.
I mean, it starts with an L, but it's not ladders.
Laudanum.
No. Lace.
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 That makes a lot more sense.
14. You're never going to get 14. Not a million
That's
times.
not helpful. You're not gonna get it. You're dumb. I hate you. Juice.
Animal items.
Animal item.
I swear to God, it says that.
Wait, what?
Animal items.
That's all it says.
That's all it says.
No further explanation needed, apparently. That's for number 13?
14.
14. Animal item.
It's not making it up. 15.
Bathroom items.
I guess you could put these in a bathroom.
That's not helpful. You're being purposely coy.
I mean, you could put them anywhere.
Yeah, that's why I say that's not helpful. It's purposely coy. Shoes.
Crystals.
Crystals.
Crystals. Plural.
Crystals.
Plural. 16.
Carbon.
Silverware?
Oh, silverware. Really? For 16? Silverware?
Silverware.
Hmm.
17.
China. No, you're supposed to get that for your wedding.
China's on this list, but it's not number 17.
Probably number 20. 20.
We're on 17.
Yeah. 17. Cobalt.
Furniture.
Sure seems like you're waiting a long time to get furniture. You just
guess-
like start with
Well, I
that.
guess because you've been together for 17 years, you probably need new furniture.
And you can probably afford it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
18.
18?
Yeah.
Children.
No.
Oh, sorry. That's just what you're celebrating as party. Your children just went to college. Uh, Cashmere.
Porcelain.
Porcelain?
Yeah.
So we went up from pottery to porcelain?
Yeah, and cashmere's not on this list, so you can
Yeah, I know.
just
I'm gonna
stop
keep
guessing
saying,
that.
no, I'm gonna keep saying it.
19.
Well, they keep getting. It seems progressively more expensive. Which I assumed was the case, but so we just had porcelain.
Uh-huh.
Um, we already had crystal, right? Crystals.
Uh-huh.
Good crystals.
Uh-huh.
I would think like crystal glassware, stemware,
Bronze again.
bronze. No, we had bronze again.
Yeah.
Did we already have bronze?
Yeah.
I guess you have to get wool for that one then.
No, it's on here twice.
Wasn't it bronze or wool?
No, there's copper and wool,
Copper and wool.
and then you get bronze, and now you get bronze again.
Bronze was solo by itself earlier too.
Yeah,
Was that number 9?
it was number 8.
And then number 19.
Yes, 20.
Somebody didn't do a really good job with this list.
We're on 20.
20, China.
Yes. 21.
Alcohol, obviously.
No.
Oh, yeah, nice. I'd appreciate that for any anniversary personally.
Nickel.
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 I'll give you a nickel.
Sure.
5 cents.
22.
Doesn't even have nickel in it anymore. That's the sad part. 22. Well, no one likes you. There's 22. Oh, that's 23. Never mind. 22. Hot glue.
Copper. Now it's by itself. Now just copper. Not copper and just copper.
Well, that sounds less expensive than copper and wool. and yeah, copper and wool.
23.
GNA testing.
No.
Quartz.
Silver plate.
Silver plate, like a platter.
It just says silver plate. What single?
It's gotta be a platter, right? It's gotta be like a serving platter, right?
Here.
Okay.
24.
This is for
I
my
think
own.
you said this earlier. I don't know.
No, 25 is. I know
We're on
25 is silver.
we're on 24.
24 is kiss. You don't get shit for 24. Ooh,
Incorrect.
actually, a timepiece.
Opal.
Opal. I did not say opal earlier.
Oh.
Opal's nice though.
25.
Silver.
Yes. 26.
Skidoo.
Make a real guess.
Well, it's 23 skidoo. 26. So we just had silver. So I think it's supposed to be slightly more expensive than silver.
Sure.
I think it's supposed to be. I thought that was how it seemed like the trend this was going in, but it doesn't. The way you just said that doesn't seem like that's going to be the case now. Glass.
Pictures.
Well, they're worth 1,000 words. So
26.
uh,
You
rehab.
you said something similar way earlier.
That's you're like the worst hint giver. You either give no help or you basically tell me the answer. You're terrible at hints.
But I love you.
This is why you're bad at keeping secrets too. 'Cause you're like, I have a secret. You want a hint? This is the thing.
This is rude. I never do that.
Yeah, or then you won't tell me at all.
Your Christmas present has been in this house for 3 months.
Yeah, I know where it is.
No, you don't.
Oh, I've already seen it.
No,
It's
you
great. I'm
haven't.
very excited about it.
You're such a liar.
Cool, 100%.
Yes, 27.
27 dresses.
Sculpture.
Damn it, I did say that earlier.
You did. 28.
Crystals.
Orchids.
Orchids? Okay, the eyebrows was not giving me orchids over there, kiddo.
29.
So 28 is just, you want to be disappointed? Because nobody can keep an orchid alive. Just die. Copper seems to be a recurring theme.
It's a recurring theme, but it's not copper.
Bronze.
No.
All the nines are bronzes. I don't know. Crystals.
Furniture.
Furniture again? I guess, well, it's been another 10 years. It's been another 12 years. I guess you need new furniture again.
You said this one earlier too. 30.
30.
Yeah.
Dirty. Uh, I've said a lot of things.
Yes.
That's why it's not a good hint.
Yeah.
30 is gonna be ooh, cobalt. I did say that earlier.
Pearl.
I did not say pearl earlier. I have not said pearl.
Yes,
This is
you
why you're even worse at hints than I
You did
thought you
too
were.
say it
Didn't
earlier.
say
You
pearl.
did.
I actually did not.
Whatever. Okay, so now we jump up to 35. So
35.
you don't have to get any presents for 31 to 34.
Yeah, because you got to save up for 35. So
Right.
but 35 is expensive. Furniture.
Coral.
Like coral?
I don't know, it just says coral.
you're allowed to harvest coral. It
Maybe
seems like it seems like a great way to have the government of Australia on your back.
it's just a squirrel.
Okay.
And then you don't give any gifts for 36 to 39
Yeah,
and you
you
jump
give to
to
40.
40.
Yeah. After that, you just celebrate the big ones. You do
I guess
35,
40.
40. I don't think most people don't do 45.
Yes, 40.
Handcuffs, an extended stay in the fourth floor of a
Yeah, real
hospital.
guess. Real
Plastic. I actually think
guess.
that's actually a real guess. Plastic.
Fruit and flowers.
Fucking A, really? Fruit and flowers? Was that number four too?
Yes. 45.
Fucking fruit and flowers. For 40? That seems like a shitty gift for 40.
Well, because you have to save up for 45.
No, 50 is gold. That's the one you're saving up for. What's 45? 45 sterling silver.
Sapphire.
Ooh, actually, that ain't cheap.
50.
50 is gold.
Right. 55.
Uh, no, platinum I think is 75, so I'm not gonna go with that one yet. 55 has got to be something like furniture.
Emeralds.
Okay, now we're just going with the real expensive shit. I'm saying we haven't bought furniture in 40 years.
60.
Uh, um, we've already had opal. We've already
You
had
know 60.
is it diamond?
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah. I didn't make any of that up.
that's 75 is plat.
Look at it. I didn't make
I
any
believe
of it
I
up.
I believe you, but I'm gonna say I will let you know. Yeah, 75. If you get to a 75th wedding anniversary, it's supposed to be plat.
Yeah.
But not a lot of people get to 70. 50 is insane.
Yeah. I mean, not that I don't think we can be around each other for 60 years, but I'm pretty sure one of us will die before
Oh
then.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, that's most people don't make 50 because somebody's died before then.
Expect the unexpected. Silly couple fights to avoid.
What?
Which way?
Those are my favorite ones. The silly ones. The real
Really?
ones suck. I
Ready?
love having a silly fight all the
Which
time.
way the toilet paper hangs?
Oh, that one's easy. Beards are cool. Mullets are ugly.
I don't know what that means.
Hangs in the front. Beards are cool. Mullets are gross.
Oh. Thermostat setting. I mean, I think we see because we've already been living together. So, like,
Well, no, the real fight there is that you're wrong, and I have learned to deal with it.
side of the bed.
Oh, that one's easy. I'll just overpower you for my side I want. Actually, that one we fell into pretty easily. We both already liked the opposite side of the bed, so it worked out great.
Sure. The quickest way to get somewhere.
Her rule is that she has to be close,
It's true.
which I support.
But yeah, but see, but that's not
Yeah,
always.
and
That's how it is here. But that was just translated to the right side of the bed is my side, no matter where we go. I
yeah, pretty
sleep
much.
on the right side, or I guess. Well, I guess it would be the left side. It depends on which side you're looking at the
If
bed.
you're stage left,
Yes.
stage left.
The quickest. I mean, we just kind of follow Google. So I don't. Do people even fight about that anymore?
Yes. Oh yeah, hundred
Use
percent.
Google.
Oh yeah. No, because people like to ignore Google, which I'll do sometimes too.
Netflix cheating. Oh yeah. If you cheat on me on Netflix, I'll be so mad.
She legitimately got pissed off the other day. She freaked out because we had been watching Psych, and somehow it got on my profile on our Peacock or whatever. Well, I know I switched it to that, and she freaked out because she didn't see that it was not her profile, and she goes, "What the fuck you been doing? If you've been watching Psych, I can't find anything I want on here. You've been watching all sorts of stuff without me. Did you start? No, I'm not." I'm like, yeah, "This is my profile. That's why you can't find any of your stuff.
At some point, I
You
didn't
fucked all my
realize
stuff
it
up."
was. Yeah, and I said I was sorry. I didn't realize it was your profile, and that's why Downton Abbey is also saved in your list.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I didn't know. I'm sorry. Where to eat? I don't know. I think I'm pretty easy.
No, you're terrible.
How am I
You
terrible?
never give me a straight answer.
You you said I'm gonna order tacos. What you want? And I said these tacos.
See, I like having stupid fights about stupid fights.
Stupid.
This is the favorite fight I've ever had.
Animals on the bed. Well, there's no
We don't really have
argument.
any
They
choice, bastards.
folding. I mean, I just
I will say,
I fold your laundry.
I will fight about having the animals on the fucking dining or our table. I'll slap all those bastards. You won't smack them and keep them off the table.
Pizza toppings. I mean, I think we're still
Oh
pretty.
no, we're both fat. We'll eat whatever pizza toppings it is. All I know is that put she likes black olives.
And I don't make you get it on the whole pizza, do I?
Yeah, because you're a sweetheart.
And then this is a name change kit, which, yeah, I'm going to need to do that. So tuck these bad
Ah,
boys back in here.
you have to change your name.
I mean, I could just not.
Me, you don't have to. I'm not gonna make you. Sounds like a lot of work.
All right, let's see what else we got. Well, I
God,
got
there's
a
more shit
hat.
in here.
Yeah, that's just the intro to whatever.
Let's say
It
wife
says
life.
wife
Oh my
life. I
god,
don't know.
that you're never gonna actually wear that.
I might.
Oh, promise me you won't. Oh, maybe the day of the wedding, right before you get all gussied up, when you're still a little hung over from the night before because you went out with your girls. Jesus, another coffee mug that you don't
And it's
need. That's
and
actually
on
really
the
cute though.
insides, and it says, and they lived happily ever after.
Oh,
It's a really good one. This is huge. This I don't even know
Jesus.
if this will fit under the cure.
Not as heavy as I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, that's why this box was so freaking
No,
heavy.
but I say it's not as heavy as I was
Yeah,
expecting it to be.
this I can use now. This goes on this side of the table.
Jesus.
Ooh, coasters. I
Toaster, I
do
barely
like a
know
good
him.
coaster.
We got too many, it's true.
Oh,
We're just plain coasters.
cheers. No, they have stuff written on them, but I have to take the.
Don't do it. She's breaking it. He lost all its
It's
value now.
coasters. So we got XOXO.
Of course.
Love.
Gert.
Cheers.
Gert.
Mrs.
Gert.
Hello.
Well, you don't have a mister?
No.
Rude. Sexist.
You want the Mr. ones? I can go buy them for you off the
Oh
website.
no, not at all.
Oh.
Oh, they're like leather. Oh, that's kind of fun.
Ooh.
You can give these to me for our third anniversary. They're leather.
You're so stupid. I got a crew neck t-shirt. What's this?
It's the worst haul box then. Actually, that's a pretty good box, but you're bad at this.
It says wife of the party.
Wow, that is just awful pun work. That makes me sad. So
I'm gonna wear this on our first anniversary.
I'm going to come out wearing a paper skirt. There's your gift.
Ooh, I got a keychain here. It's ooh, I could get you can save this and give this to me. This is vegan leather. And it says home is where the heart is.
Some white girl shit right here, man. Hello.
Hello?
Cheers. Mrs.
Okay. And I got it's assorted cards.
Sorted cards.
Yeah.
Thank you cards. Yeah.
I guess you could use them. Yeah, they're blank cards that you can use for whatever. And the one on the front, one says "I love us," one says "Forever and Always," and one says
those for our
one.
anniversaries.
Yeah, and 1 year down, forever to go. I'm gonna save these. That way, I don't have to buy you any cards for a while.
Damn. You heard it here, folks. She don't give a shit. I do appreciate efficiency though. So
Yeah, see?
where'd your lid go, by the way?
Away, it died. It ran away. Well, the 8-bit cat show usually comes out or on Friday or Saturday. At a time.
You're
Some
wow. She's just gonna straight lie to you folks. I apologize.
I mean I could go back to saying it comes out on Friday except when it doesn't. It usually doesn't. Don't forget to like and subscribe. When you subscribe to us on YouTube, you'll get the alert for when it comes out. And if you follow us on your podcast platform of choice, then you'll also get the new episodes as they launch. Comment, rate, review, do all the things. Zachary, where can the people find us?
You literally just told them.
There's some more places.
Over. She's been putting stuff on TikTok and Instagrams and lots of places. The links are in the show notes. Just look it up. Do it yourself.
I don't I don't put those links in the
Oh,
short.
you should do that.
However,
They're on
the
our page.
our handles do show up here now.
Oh, here now.
They'll
Sorry,
be here.
that's what I meant. Look at those. Look at those. Though it'd be nice to be able to put a nice, helpful, easy link. You can just click at the bottom of the video for our other stuff.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, but TikTok is good. She puts some stuff with the kitties on there. It's really cute.
Yeah, and
I downloaded TikTok just to see what she puts up on my own cats on the internet. Is that ridiculous, folks?
go watch
I think it is.
go watch Mr. Kitty with his knife.
He's gonna cut a bitch, I swear.
And until next time, my friends, geek out, be fabulous, and have fun.
Seriously, the TikTok is fun.
Hi, it's the flannel guy again. I still don't have a real cat. Why aren't you supporting us on Patreon?